welcome to my channel. My name is Dawn. We're over here. We do all things beauty and fashion. When I'm done losing some weight, I keep saying that, but it's gonna happen. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start doing some fashion stuff and hope I lose this weight. I actually am just getting over having influenza type A. My youngest got it and was so generous to pass it on to me. So honestly, I probably lost about 5 pounds in like a week span because I really did not want to eat. But that's nor here nor there. Today we're going to be trying out some new products, or newish. They're new, but they've been out for a bit, because if you're not new here, you know that I'm in a low buy. I'm trying not to be wasteful the rest of this year and use up stuff that's in my collection. So I'm not purchasing as much. As you probably just heard, it was a low buy, not a no buy, because I will be buying makeup. I mean, let's be real. So I have purchased some stuff and we're gonna try it out. I'm so excited. I am so excited for these products, and we're gonna swatch them. We're gonna put them on the face. This is just first impressions. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, because once I play around with this stuff more in different ways, I will do a speed reviews with these products and any other products you guys see on camera, off camera, skincare, that type of stuff. It's just a speed reviews of letting you guys know my final thoughts of the products. So please give this video a thumbs up and grab a snack, grab a drink, grab your makeup, your brushes if you're getting ready, and let's jump in to trying out these new products, because you guys, I am so excited for all of these. But I'm telling you, there are 2 in particular that I am just so stoked, and you're probably gonna say, Dawn, you bought into the hype of those 2, and you're right, I probably did for the first time, because one thing I feel like my channel is unique is I do these videos for you guys. I'm your guinea pig for you guys. I have probably 3 or 4 times received some PR, but for the most part, I don't get any PR. I'm a smaller channel. I've been shocked when I've gotten the PR I have. And so this stuff is all stuff that I've purchased with my own money. And not to say that the bigger influencers, bigger channels are dishonest. That's absolutely not what I'm saying. I'm friends with quite a bit of those bigger channels, actually. And I believe that they are very honest. But I feel like I'm very hard on these products, and I'm very upfront and honest. And I'm very upfront and honest when I have had those PR packages sent to me. And I'll tell you whether it was something sent to me or it was something I purchased, my true and honest opinion and reviews on it. So I feel like because of that, because I have to go out there and work a 80+ hour job, and I buy these products with my own hardworking money, like you guys that are watching, I'm very honest on how I feel about these products. So you will 100% get a 130, 100 and 200% honest review on these products. So I'm so excited to try them, though. They're, like I said, two palettes here. I'm so stoked. I'm glad I finally got one of these palettes, because last year I tried to get it and I was like, you know what, that's so expensive. I'm gonna wait until it goes on sale, and it did. And then the one I thought that would work for me, just like that, sold out when it went on sale. I should have known better, so I didn't pick it up, but this year I did, and I'm so stoked. So grab that snack, grab that drink if you need one. I have some water here because, like I said, I'm a lot better, but I'm still a little congested, still coughing. So luckily I can edit that part out if that happens here in the video, which it probably will. So I'm trying to hydrate myself and keep my throat good to talk to you guys. So grab that stuff and grab, like I said, your brushes and your makeup, and let's get ready together. I went ahead and threw on the hard candy here on my lips. This one's in the shade Scarlet Bliss. I don't have a full face. We have a pretty darn close to a full face, so I went ahead and threw that on. And as far as complexion, I don't like to, if you're new here, I'll go ahead and tell you real quick, I don't like to use any helping properties, so no powders, no setting sprays, if I don't have a new setting spray or a new powder to try out, because I sometimes have that and I will use that in the first impression videos. But if I don't like to use anything, and typically I don't set my face, but my T-zone anyways, I'm dry, so I don't usually use a lot of powder. So for the complexion, we're not gonna set even the T-zone. I will be trying, like I said, these products out in different ways, but the first video, I just wanna see how it all works, and make sure you check the description box, because I will let you know how the foundation and the concealer wears throughout the day. As far as concealer goes, I will set one eye and I will use a color corrector under one eye, and then the other eye we won't set and we won't use a color corrector. I just want to see the difference. I always use a color corrector, so that's how I would typically wear it. But just want to throw that stuff out for you. So the only real things that we don't have, I don't usually do brows a lot. I'm trying to let them grow out, so we're not going to do brows today. I don't really do fake lashes. I have tried a certain set of lashes that you guys will see in a speed reviews at some point once I try them out a little bit more. I've only tried them a few times. So really we just have a concealer, a face palette, an eyeshadow palette, 2 mascaras that are not new, but they're new to me, so we're gonna try them. I got them as points, so they're little minis, and then we have a foundation. But for the eyes, you guys, I'm a nude girl, okay? I love a good nudes. And I know a lot of people said this is, you know, a lot like her other bigger palettes, but I've never tried a bigger palette from Natasha Denona. I've always tried, what are they, like her 8-pan palettes or something like that, where, oh, that's so beautiful. Ha, I love the packaging. I'm a sucker for packaging, you guys. So beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, I love this. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, she's gorgeous. And then it's like this beautiful like matte in the back. It's all over the sides as well. This is so cute. It's gonna get dirty, but I'm loving the packaging. I've already opened it and did some swatching of some colors, and I'm so stoked, you guys, so stoked. Again, I've never tried any of her bigger palettes, so this might get me into trying other ones. It is steep, it is steep. All right. So let's look on the inside. Oh, she is beautiful, you guys. So pretty. And the thing is a lot of neutrals, I feel like, lean more warm, and this is more of a cool toned neutral. And a lot of my neutrals are more warm toned. This does have some warm toned in it, but it's more cool toned. And there's a new wet formula that she has in these palettes. So that just like sold me right there too. All right, I got some, it has 15 new shades. The brand new wet formula retails for $69, and it's a cool toned palette. So, I mean, obviously it's not like revolutionary, but again, I've never tried her bigger palettes, and I've heard they're different than the one palettes that I have tried. So let's rip off this plastic. That's always so satisfying. It's got a giant mirror. So I will pop in some swatches for you guys here in the video so you can see it. We'll save some time. I was gonna do in the video, but we'll save some time. All right, so we're gonna hop on in. I don't have a glitter glue because I don't usually use a glitter glue, even though I probably should, honestly. But c'est la vie, right? We're gonna make it work. All right, so I'm gonna dive into this first one here. That's Mesh, and we're going to just pack that on as like a transition shade, and we're gonna put her on the eyes. I'll go ahead and do one eye, and then I'll speed up the other eye for you guys, just so we don't make this video super long. I just want to see how well they blend in the shades, and you guys, that's blending like a dream. I mean, this is just the transition shade, so I don't feel like it needs to be too crazy, but that's already blended pretty well. I'm gonna put just a little bit more on, and then we'll hop into our second shade. That's really smooth and buttery, and I feel like it's not patchy. It feels really, really good. I'm so excited. I know it's just a nude. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy. I know. All right, we're gonna dive into this top one now, Stone, and we're gonna pack that on. Tap off a little bit of that excess, and I'm gonna tip my head back a little, and I'm gonna put this up a tad higher than that shade there that we just did, our transition shade. It's going like right under that brow bone. I feel like the only downside I would say to this is you're probably not gonna get a lot of different looks with it, just because it's got relatively close to the same shades in a way, but this is like blending out like a dream. I'm gonna take this and just softly diffuse those edges a little. it's just blending very nicely. It's buttery soft. I'm excited for the wet formula, and I believe that is Muse. So we're gonna play with her. I'm probably gonna have some fallout because, again, I don't have glitter glue, but that's okay. And the only thing on my face, just a reminder, is my sunscreen, my skincare, my moisturizer, and all of that because, well, we don't do any helping properties. All right, now we're gonna dive into the outer corner. I'm gonna take this really small brush and we're gonna take this deeper, let's take Tinder. It's just a tad bit deeper than those others. It's not too deep. We're gonna pack it on, tap off a little bit, and I'm just going to just create a little bit of definition in the outer corner. We're not gonna go too crazy. I just wanna test out the formula, especially because I've never tried this formula before. So I just wanna see how well this blends, performs, let you guys know, is it worth it? I mean, I feel like that's always someone's opinion, and someone's personal opinion, especially a palette being, close to $70. I feel like I probably would have never picked it up if it wasn't for the fact that it's a neutrals and it's leaned more cool toned, and I don't have a lot of cool toned in my collection. It is kind of giving me a reminder of one that I've seen in stores. So I'll let you guys know here in the end when we're done with this eye which one I think it might represent. I don't have it in my collection, but I have seen it in Ulta, and that one is the ColourPop Cold Stone palette. It is giving me that vibe on the eyes just based off of me seeing that in Ulta and then putting these on my eyes, at least the mattes. I feel like Natasha Denona is really known for her shimmers and her innovative formulas. I mean, she has a wet formula in this. So is it going to be the same formula? No. But could you get the same look? I think so. I think so. So if you're going for that, then I think, do you have to spend the $70? No. All right, now we're going to go in with the shimmer colors. And I think at first we're going to go ahead and do Delia, I think is how you say it. It's this beautiful shade right here. I mean, you guys, when I swatched that, look at that. That's so pretty. So we're going to put that on the eye, and then we're going to go over it with the wet formula Muse. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, you guys, this is so pretty. And this I feel like would be a really good holiday palette. I honestly feel like this could make a good neutral holiday palette. And we have Mia. Oh, that's so gorgeous too. I mean, the swatches are going to probably say it all. I tell you what. And then I'm just gonna lightly pack on the Muse just in the middle, just a little bit. I mean, look at that. And it feels so bouncy. It's reminding me a little bit, Muse here is reminding me a little bit of ColourPop's Super Shock Shadows. So that's interesting, just the bounciness of it. But this is so gorgeous. So, so, so gorgeous. All right, so there is the final look for that first eye there. That's really just simple, basic, but it is a nudes palette. You do have a few colored shades here. Like you have like these orangey pink ones, Wi-Fi and Vague. And then you have your deeper ones like Silhouette. And then you have just all these other really pretty shimmer shades. So I'm so stoked to play with this more, but it performed very well. It's creamy, smooth, bouncy, shimmery, beautiful. I mean, look at that eye. So pretty, you guys. All right, I'm gonna speed up the next. Okay, guys, now we have our Glossier Stretch Fluid Foundation. So I'm going to use a brush on one side, sponge on the other, but I'll go ahead and speed up the side with the sponge. And we still will go under after concealer with the 3 shades we put in the crease. I'll put on a brush and use as some lower lash line from the Natasha Denona palette. I love this. Can't wait to play with it more. Chef's kiss in my opinion. All right, so a little bit information on this Glossier Stretch Fluid Foundation. It is $24. It's supposed to be long wearing. The interesting thing is in the first description, it says medium coverage, but then when you look down lower, it says medium buildable, or sorry, it's buildable light to medium, it says. So I would say light to buildable medium is probably what they're trying to say. It's hydrating, cruelty-free, natural finish. It's a gel cream formula, which is interesting. And some highlighted ingredients is squalene and glycerin, which hydrates and nourishes the skin barrier. I'll also leave a picture up on the screen with all the ingredients. These are just highlighted ingredients. I couldn't go through half of that, probably couldn't even pronounce half of their full list of ingredients. So in case you're curious, I'll go ahead and leave a picture on the screen of all that for you. The wild roseberry and plantain extract visibly balances shine and it helps keeps the hydration. Amino acid coated pigments is fused with skin for a flexible coverage and natural finish. And it has 32 shades and we have ours in light 2. So what I like to do with foundations, I'll use a brush, I'll use a sponge, I'll use both. If I use a brush, I will go in with the sponge afterwards, regardless, and press it into the skin. So we have a pump component. I love the packaging. It's like a glass plastic. It's more plastic, but feels a little glass. But look at that, like such cute packaging from Glossier. I've looked through a lot of their stuff and I feel like they have really cute packaging. I did swatch it. It feels like maybe a tad too light, but we shall see. We do have summer coming in, or sorry, winter coming in. So we shall see. It's okay. I do have white pigment, or sorry, yeah, I have white pigment. So as you can see here, it's definitely, I would say, thicker. It's not running or anything, not like the MAC Radiant Fluid Foundation you guys saw me review last. So okay, I can see why. It's definitely thin once you blend it out. Yeah, I think this will match good for winter time, which is okay. I don't mind getting lighter shades now because we are heading into the winter month and I will definitely get lighter, but that's really pretty on the back of the hand there. I could see why they say gel cream. It definitely feels like a gel cream. It's interesting that it's so thick and it's not runny, but it feels very, very thin and weightless on the back of my hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to do one pump on the back of my hand. Hopefully that's not too much. I'm going to take this Morphe and Ariel brush. I usually don't like a flexible foundation brush like this, but we're going to go ahead and try it. And then I'm just coating the back of my hand here like I always do. And then we're going to go in. Oh yeah, that's a little light, but that's okay. So what I always do, like I said, is I will press it into my skin with the sponge afterwards. And I will go ahead and put it down here as well. Just because I like to make sure everything gets pressed into the skin. But I want to share with you guys what the skin looks like with it on and then without anything. So we're doing one side. This is like I do all my foundations for video wise. And then I'll speed it up and we will do the other side with the sponge and then we'll come back on and we will talk about it. And we will see what our thoughts are. Now, I do need to put a little bit more on the back of my hand. I'll go ahead and do about half a pump and we'll get it into the brush. It's probably soaking it up a little bit more than a dense brush would, I believe it feels like, because I still have some coverage here I need to do, which I do have redness. I don't remember if I said anything about my skin type. So let me go ahead and tell you, just in case I didn't. I am 37 going on 38 or 38 going on 9. I'm in my late 30s. I keep forgetting my age, to be honest. I'll be going whatever age I'm not now in December. I have dry skin. I've got some texture, mainly in this area. I don't really have enlarged pores. I sometimes break out, but I don't have super acne prone skin. I do have sensitive skin and I have rosacea. I do have a deep fine line here on the forehead, or a couple of them, but this retinol that you guys will be seeing in a speed reviews has really softened that up. I'm really enjoying that retinol. And then I've just got a little bit here by my smile line, but that's about it. And dry skin. I live in a climate where it gets really cold and a lot of snow in the winter, and it's really hot and humid in the summer. We hit hundreds and a little over 100. All right, so I would say that is a light coverage on the skin here. This ain't really helping it much as far as blending. So there is a light coverage, and we did build it up in the area where my redness is, and I felt like it built up pretty nicely there. So that's what it looks like. I don't feel like this is the best for foundation. I probably should have used my Anissa Beauty here. I did pull it just in case, but I already got this dirty, might as well use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up now. Here's what our skin looks like with and without, and we'll go ahead and do the sponge on that side. I feel like it is a good light to buildable. I do agree with that. I don't know if you could fully build it up to medium, but this is really pretty. It's beautiful and radiant, and it feels really nice and hydrating and just weightless and lightweight on the skin. So far it looks really nice. So we're gonna go ahead and do this side, speed it up. All right, so here's that foundation. I took the sponge, as you saw in this sped up portion, and went over all of our face. Well, that's beautiful. I feel like I have hair on my face though. It is such a pretty formula. Obviously, I would definitely want to powder at least my T-zone, but again, we're not doing that today. But this is really pretty. I really do enjoy this so far. Like I said, check description for wear test and whatnot. Love the packaging. It would look really cute on my vanity. All right, so another good win there. All right, now we're heading on to our concealer, and that is this one, Tower 28 Swipe All Over, what's the actual? Tower 28 Swipe All Over Hydrating Serum Concealer, and it retails for $22. Now, I'm not going to go in the speech of the big giant mess, but I originally bought this a while ago. Had a huge issue with Sephora. Waited to get my refund. Took forever. Got my refund, and then I just purchased all of this. That's the short version of what happened. I don't know what happened. Sephora couldn't even tell me what happened. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in with some information. It's 20 shades. It's a medium buildable coverage, natural finish, clean at Sephora, which Tower 28 is. It's fragrance free, no silicones. It's hydrating. It's serum like. It's non-comedogenic. I'm having a hard time saying that word while sick. Non-comedogenic. It has some hyaluronic acid as the main ingredients. Again, I'll pop a list of all the ingredients up on the screen for you in case you're interested, which hydrates the skin. Centella estratic leaf extract, which soothes and calms sensitive skin. I have that. Lysel, which supports the production of collagen and repairs and prevents dryness, which I have dry under eyes. All right, and I have mine in IE6. And here is the doe foot and the applicator. So it's a very flat, but also it's got a little bit of a curve. So I'm gonna guess it might be flexible. Okay, so how I've been doing my concealer lately, I used to go in under my eyes, but I really liked just taking it on the back of the hand, and then I'll pick it up. Now we're gonna go ahead and speed up the other side too, where I do color corrector and set and all that, just because you guys will be able to see with it on one eye and not on one eye. And that's what I want you guys to see, is what it will look like with and without. So here is what the shade looks like. It's supposed to be a neutral shade, which I feel like it's got a little bit more peach to it, but that's also good for color correcting. So I'm gonna go in with my brush and we will evenly coat this. This side will be with the concealer only. This side will be color corrected concealer, and we will set. So I like to, I need to move my mirror. Actually, let's just hold the mirror. I like to go ahead. I definitely have some fallout, by the way, with eyeshadow, so I need to go pick up a glitter glue because I will definitely be playing with that palette. That will be one that I will have a hard time putting down. So I like to start down here and press it in and work my way up. And when I have what little, and I do go here because I have some blueness there, what little I have left on my brush or sponge or my finger, sometimes I use my finger, I will start to go up to the lash line because that's where I have the fine lines and all of that fun jazz. So I try not to put a lot there, and then I will bring it all the way out to my temple. And I do the same with that. Like that's when, let me turn over this way. That's when I will go ahead and not have as much on my brush. I'll go ahead and do that because I have some crow's feet happening over there. But that looks so gorgeous. You guys, what is up with this makeup world lately? Just creating such beautiful concealers. Like I'm loving pretty much every concealer I've tried. There's a few that I'm going to be trying, and then I'm going to do a roundup of all the concealers I've tried. Look at that, with and without. I would definitely say it's a light to, you could probably build it up to medium coverage, but that's about the good coverage I like. And then, like I said, I usually use a color corrector anyways. That's so beautiful. I'm going to say it's going to need set. It's not going to be a self-setting for sure because it is a serum-like and it's hydrating, but I'm curious to see if it moves around because some serum hydrating type of concealers will move and they'll crease and all of that. So we're not going to set this side. I want to see how long it takes to crease. I crease. If you have human skin, you've got fine lines or wrinkles. No doubt about that. I do crease, but when I do set, I actually only set right here. I don't go all the way up to where those lines are, but that is so pretty, so gorgeous. Now I'm going to take my sponge real quick and I'm just going to lightly press where the foundation and concealer meets. I do this every day, no matter in video, off camera, just to make sure the concealer and the foundation blend together. So pretty. All right, we're gonna go ahead and speed it up now, and I'm gonna color correct the other side, put the concealer on and set, and then we will come back and talk. So to use for color correcting, I used my e.l.f. color corrector, and I believe it's light. Where is the shade? Light medium. It's like a peachy tone, as you can see. I use it a lot. I do have another one that I just started using, so that one you guys will see my thoughts in a speed review. It's an older one, it's not new or anything, but I will share my thoughts on it. But this one is inexpensive and it's really good. It's really hydrating. And then to set it, my beloved Holy Grail Amine Collet setting powder. Now, this concealer feels so good. It looks definitely more matte once you've set it. I kind of like the hydrating look it's got over here on this side. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like the hydrated, healthy skin look, or do you like the more matte look? I like the glow and radiance that my skin has right now, just all over complexion look. I like the, it's not really tacky either. My face doesn't feel too tacky, even though it hasn't been set. So that's nice. It's not feeling too sticky. Anyways, I like it. It's probably gonna have to be set. So far it hasn't creased though, which has kind of surprised me. If it doesn't crease, I may not actually have to set it, which will actually kind of make me happy since, like I said, I do enjoy the more healthy look. But I'm really liking this. Like I said, I've tried out some others, the Makeup by Mario, the House Labs, this one, Tula, Natasha Denona's was the very first one out of all of those that I tried. And then there is 2 more I want to try before I do that roundup. So I'm going to have to really test out all these for that roundup video to let you know where this falls in that. So again, subscribe so when I get that video done and upload to you guys will know. Also, this will be in my speed reviews video, but I like it. It's really pretty. It's serum-like. I feel like maybe it reminds me a little bit, just a little, of the NYX one. And I think the main reason why is because it is hydrating and serum based type of concealer, and that's what the NYX one is. But this is still inexpensive, I feel like, for Sephora. I feel like it's worth the $22. Yes, $22. So again, so far everything has been working really well today. All right, so we're almost there, you guys. Now we have our eyes. Now these, like I said, were points. So they're not new, but I do want to try them, and we're going to put one on each eye. So we have the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Universal Volumizing Mascara that retails for $20. Then Sephora Big by Definition Defining a Volume Mascara that retails for $12. This one is vegan. It's supposed to give you curls, lawn wearing length, volume, and has no parabens. This one's vegan, volume, lawn wearing, and defined lashes. So they sound pretty much the same, correct? Correct. Now, I usually curl my lashes. We're not doing that because we're wearing these. So I'm just going to put them on, and we will compare the two wands. So here is the Sephora one. It's a little bigger than how I typically like. However, that's okay. I have looked at these, and then you've got Rare Beauty's typical packaging. And I will say I don't like Rare Beauty size. I haven't tried them, but I have looked at the wands and opened them. Rare Beauty's right here, Sephora's right here, quite different in thickness. They're both very, very thick. This one I like to call the Rare Beauty one, I like to call like a Christmas tree one. This one's like a mini Christmas tree. It's like a baby Christmas tree. I feel like this one is a little bit curved. I don't know if you can see that on camera, if it's picking up on camera, but it's a little curved. This one is just flat and big. So this one's going to be Sephora. This one's going to be Rare Beauty. So let's go ahead and put on the Sephora one first. But let's put that back in there. Okay. So I usually don't do a lot with my lower lashes. Every so often I'll put some on, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to go in with the top lashes. Now, this is supposed to give curl, so I shouldn't have to curl my lashes. Both of them are supposed to give curl. It doesn't say anything about lifting, which that's one reason why I do a curler, is because my lashes like to fall. They usually don't stick straight up. All right, so this one is definitely giving some length, some curl, some definition. So I would say it's doing what it's supposed to. I feel like it's a dry formula. It's not too wet. It's not lifting, that's for sure. So I definitely would need to curl my lashes with this one. I mean, I usually curl every day anyways, but I definitely would have to curl with this one. Going in with a second coat. So it definitely, I don't feel like it's weighing my lashes down, but it definitely didn't do much for lifting. They're still kind of flat, but a little curled. So let's go in with Rare Beauty. And I can tell you just by taking this out of its packaging and having to wipe some excess off in the way that it felt, this is more of a wet formula than the Sephora one, which those tend to be a little clumpy on me. So we shall see. And again, I don't like the wand. It's way too big. And my outer lashes on both eyes don't like to stick up. They don't like to lift very easily. So I have to get in there, and it makes it really hard when you have a very big wand like this. So this would definitely not be one I would use for my lower lashes when I do put mascara on them. I like to do that when I have an event to go to, a date night, something like that, a special occasion, and that's about the only time I will go ahead and put anything on my lower lashes. And we still need to dive in when we're done with this and do some color under the eyes with that nude palette. I will say I'm liking how this is picking my lashes up. I've gone in with 2 coats. So there is the Rare Beauty one. I will say, based off of first impressions, we'll see if either one of these flakes, smudge, smears. I like the Rare Beauty one more. It definitely lifted. It gave some volume, some length. My outer lashes are still kind of laying flat and down. Like I said, I curl them for that reason, but this one didn't really do much for my lashes. This one did more. So I do like the Rare Beauty more. However, that one wasn't necessarily like, I just threw it in here because I had them and I haven't tried either one of them. Or at least I don't think I've tried the Rare Beauty. I know I haven't tried this Sephora. All right, so we're gonna just go ahead and take all three colors we used here. We're gonna go ahead and just put some color on the lower lash line here. You know what's interesting is I am not creasing barely at all. I've got a tiny, tiny little crease under this eye right here, but I can tap it out and we're good. But the one where we powdered, I feel like I'm creasing a little bit more. And I know it can't be that powder because I use that powder all the time. It's my holy grail and it never itself causes creasing. But there you go. I just rubbed it out and we're good. Like I said, I crease. Like, it can be a really good concealer. Like, I love the Natasha Denona one. That has been my go-to and my favorite until I started trying all of these, which it might still be my favorite. You just have to wait to see what I have to say in that roundup video and what I have to say about all the others in my speed reviews once I gather all my thoughts. Make sure you also check out my social media now that I'm not dying of the flu. I can get back to social media and I'm going to do some kind of like comparison of the Tower 28, the makeup by Mary on the House Labs. All right, so there is the under eye. I'm really, really loving our look today. So pretty. So pretty, you guys. Like, everything's working so well. All right, now on to the last item that I am so excited about. This thing right here. Got the Jelltfish one. And as I said earlier, I've seen, heard that once you have them all, or have one, you have them all. So I can't say I won't purchase one next year, but I kind of justified getting it by saying that to myself. Dawn, once you have that one, you've got them all and you won't have to go buy anymore. You won't have to spend. I did get mine off of Hourglass and then now they're doing a 20% off. So frustrating. But I wanted to jump at it because again, like I said, I didn't get it last year. All right, so here is the beautiful Jelltfish packaging, and we're gonna, so here's what the outer packaging looks like, and you've got this big, nice, giant mirror, and then you've got the beautiful formulas. I believe this is the finishing powder. Let's look here. Yes, so this is the finishing powder. That's Diffuse Light. And then this is Rose Fusion. So that's a blush. We'll probably put one blush on each side and then probably mix them. We're going to play around. And then this third one is a Metallic and Strobe Powder Opal Strobe Light. Okay. And then this is our bronzer and it's Luna Bronze. And then this one right here is another blush. It's Diffused Heat. And then this is the finishing powder, Ethereal Light. So I guess shouldn't have set my under eyes. I just realized that. So I guess we will set the center part of our face, but we're not going to set anywhere else. So we will go ahead and set the center portion of the face, but we're going to put on bronzer, blush, and all of that first. And then, actually, no, let's not set the center part of our face. Let's go ahead and just set these products and see if that finishing powder just kind of melts it all together. That's what we're going to do. Because then we're not necessarily changing our Glossier foundation. We're just going to try to melt these together. All right, so I'm going to take my Ariel brush here and we're going to dip into the bronzer and we're going to bronze up the face. I'm going to start up here on the forehead. I don't always do this, but I do, and we'll see. It's definitely, I don't know what's so great about these palettes because I've never had one until now, But I will say so far, I think my thoughts and my impressions of it is it's just so ethereal, right? It's like this, I hate having hair, you guys. It's like this ethereal, lit from within, beautiful glow look, and it's natural looking. Like, that doesn't look like I have a ton of bronzer on the face, which I didn't put a lot on anyways, but it just looks beautiful and natural. I think so. What do you guys think? I'm not going to question it because I'm just happy I have this palette now, but that's going to be my guess. Ooh, see, look at that. That's so pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys. And this feels like nothing on the skin. Nothing on the skin. Like, this feels beautiful. Looks beautiful. It's blending so well. Like, I feel like Hourglass does such a good job. I want to get their ambient. Okay, this hair is driving me nuts. Their ambient, I think that's what it's called, their foundation. They came out with it, I think, last year, and I never picked it up, but I definitely want to pick it up. But you guys, just look how, like, airbrushed, diffused, and, like, almost, like, doll-like. I get it. I think I get it, and I've only put on the bronzer, but I think I get it, and I'm glad I got this. All right, so we have the blush now. I'm going to take this brush here from Real Techniques, and we're going to go in with this lighter blush first, and we're going to pop it on the cheek. Ooh, that's really pretty, you guys. It's a very lighter shade. I feel like the other one is probably going to be a little bit deeper. They might be the same or close to the same. And I know that's been some complaints I've seen of other people talking about, you know, not even necessarily these palettes in general, but just the Hourglass palettes in general, that the shades are close to the same. There ain't much of a difference once you get them on your face. But that's so pretty. And it's got this beautiful glow to it. I mean, like I said, I love a glow. Okay, so I'm going to now take the side of that brush, because I don't want to give myself too much brushes to wash. And we're going to start diffusing that onto the cheeks as well. Okay, so I will say it definitely still has that beautiful glow. However, it is a little bit deeper. So I will say, at least with this year's palette and the Jelltfish palette, which is the only one I can give information about because it's the only one I have. They were not sent to me. Wouldn't that have been nice, right? Although if they were sent to me, I feel like that would be so wasteful. I wouldn't use them all. I would pick which one to share with you guys, and then I would gift them on to either you guys or friends or family. However, I feel like the shades are different. I mean, they're close, but this one's more like a berry deeper, and this one's more pinky light. So, so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and add that deeper one just a little to this side to try to even us out. We may not completely even out because they are two different shades of blush, but I don't plan to go anywhere. Even though I'm feeling better, I do need to stay home because I have to go back to my job in a couple days. So pretty. You guys, I love it. I know, I bought into the hype, but I'm telling you, look, you guys can see it. You can see it for yourself. This is so beautiful. Like, it's so pretty. It's got this beautiful radiance. If you're not someone that likes radiance or glowy or dewy, you're probably not going to like the Hourglass palettes. Just going to say that now. However, I love that. And I feel like it looks so beautiful and natural. And it's blending so well, melting into my skin. So pretty. All right, I'm going to take this brush. And I think which one was... The first one's the... Okay, so number 3. It's a strobe light. Which one? Okay. So I wonder if that's a highlighter. See, I don't know much about these palettes. Excuse me, you guys. I'm just trying to figure out which one to use as a highlighter. Number 3 is a metallic strobe powder opal strobe light. That sounds like a highlighter. So we're just gonna take a little bit. We're gonna, ooh, that's pretty. Put a little bit down the center. I feel like we've got enough glow from our blush, so we're not gonna put it there, but we're gonna put it here. Oh yeah, I feel like that's the highlighter. That looks so, so pretty. All right, so there is the highlighter. Now I'm gonna take this brush and we're gonna dip into that diffused light, and we are going to set all these products to give us, this is like the worst brush, honestly, to use. It's been shedding for a while now. I don't use it very often. I don't know why I grabbed it. But I'm just going to set all that and see if it helps melt it all together. That's so pretty. Yeah, see, we got a shed hair right there. Oh yeah, look at that, you guys. I feel like it just melted everything together so easily. Oh, you guys, this is beautiful. Okay, I bought into the hype. Ooh, as I almost broke it and dipped my finger in it. We're gonna close her so we don't break her. Okay, I bought into the hype of this, but I love it. And one thing that I feel like it will work really well is travel. We're going into holiday season where you travel to see friends and family. You do all your holiday festives. I feel like this would be perfect for that. I feel like the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude and the Hourglass Ambient lighting palettes are good palettes for just a great holiday look, especially the metallics in this. I cannot wait to play with it more. Same with this. But I feel like not only is it good to make those beautiful, just lit from within, beautiful glow look that we have on our face, also is great for travel. I mean, you have a highlighter, 2 blushes, a bronzer, and 2 finishing powders. Like, you really won't have to pack much when you travel for the holiday season. I'm so glad I picked it up, and she's gonna go on my vanity. Not sure where, but I love the Jelltfish look. It's so cute. I think this one worked out really well for my skin. It's not too light, too dark, and I love it. All right, you guys, I feel like this video has been just super long. We're gonna go over really quickly my final first impression thoughts. It's so interesting when I say that, but it's not my final thoughts. It's just now I've gone through it all. Things have set on the skin. Let's go over everything. So first and foremost, again, these were just points. They're not brand new. I do like the Rare Beauty one, the way it looks more on my eyes so far. We'll see how they both wear throughout the day, but I don't like the big wand. This Glossier is looking beautiful, wearing really pretty. I will say, when I wear it next, I'm definitely going to have to set the T-zone. I'm quite dewy down the middle. However, it looks really pretty. Like I said, when it first came out, it felt very thick, but once you get it blended out, it's super thin. It's so beautiful and lightweight, and I love the dewy look we got going on. I don't think it would be great for oily skin because of the radiance. I do see right here on my nose, maybe I just missed it. It looks like I may have just missed that spot, honestly, which is so funny. I normally don't. However, if I didn't, it's starting to wear off right there just a little. I will update down below, like I said in the description box, how it wears, but so far so good. You guys, honestly, there's nothing in here maybe besides these 2 mascaras, but again, I didn't curl my lashes, so I will go ahead and update you guys into speed reviews on how I like these after my lashes have been curled. But other than that, I'm loving everything. Now, the Tower 28, I really like. It has yet to crease under this eye where we did not set or do color corrector, and it's still covering up pretty well. I would use a color corrector next time I try it out and play with it because I always use a color corrector. But oh my gosh, it's pretty. I just feel like I was so excited for this, and then all that big mess happened. So we shall see. I'll be playing with it a lot, but I really do like it. So far, so good. And then you guys, these 2 palettes are probably the 2 that I was the most excited about, and I'm loving both. I know this is a nude palette. I know, but I'm telling you, it's so cool toned compared to the normal warm tones we're used to. And then you've got some other shades here you can play around with, like for holiday season, those orangey colors will be pretty. And I'm so excited to play with like Mia. That's so beautiful and bouncy. And I think that would be so perfect for holiday season as well. Muse is so pretty. I went ahead and again, I popped up that swatch video for you guys, and whew, so pretty. I am so happy I bit the bullet and I bought this. I'm gonna definitely now look at her other bigger pan palettes, and I might have to pick up 1 or 2 more. I love this packaging. It's so sleek, it's matte, and it's just so pretty and would look great on the vanity as well. And then of course, this ambient lighting palette. I'm not gonna question why it works, but it works, you guys. This works. Like, I'm telling you, my skin, I hope is coming across on camera as it is in person, because my skin looks so beautiful. It's radiant. It looks youthful. Like, I'm heading into my 40s in the next couple years. I'm not so youthful anymore. And it's making my skin look so beautiful, so youthful, so glowy, but like a glowy from within, not oily, greasy, not over the top. And everything just melted so well together. That finishing powder just brought it all together so beautifully. I'm so glad I picked this up. Again, I don't know if I will pick any more up in the future, but I might, just because I do like all these, and I don't know, I like the packaging, so it might become a collection thing. Who knows? All right, guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. And I apologize that it's taken so long to get these up to you guys. Again, I've been in a low buy, so I'm not going out and buying as much as I used to. If that was the case, I would have bought these as soon as all of this stuff came out. And then, of course, the sickness plague just hit me and my family. So bad. Well, me and my youngest. No one else has gotten it. Those lucky people. All right, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you're also notified of my videos. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go because, you know, I feel like we've been here for a day and a half now. But thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll be back very, very soon. Bye.